from the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Ireland. Okay, so guys, I'm back on the road again. I was on earlier and I am still on the road, and like I said, it's a 2-hour journey, a 2-hour drive. Okay, it's a 2-hour drive, and you know, as usual, I like to share with you the beautiful scenery. Okay, so my live videos are all about letting you see what is out there, the reality out there, because a lot of people have a different perception of what the West looks like, especially people from Africa. They think the West is made of it's made up of what do you call it? Oh Christ. Anyway, let me not go much into detail, because that is not what you know, what this video is about. But like I said, it's just to let people have a real, you know, picture of what the West is made up of. And as someone who loves to travel and loves being on the road, one of the things I like to do is to share with people the scenes wherever I go to, and especially the places that I live in Ireland and the UK. So England, Scotland, Wales, you name it. So guys, this is rural Ireland. This is rural Ireland. A lot of people travel to Ireland, and their number one point of call is Dublin. But is Ireland only made up of Dublin? No, it is not made up of just Dublin. There are a whole lot of places like these. And if you are someone who is coming on sponsorship, let's say a company is hiring you to come and work, 90% of the time you are not coming to work in the city, because there are so many people that are in the city that occupy positions that you have been hired for. So majority of the time, these places or the remote areas are likely to be the places that they are hiring you to come and work. So when you get here, don't feel disappointed or don't feel deceived, because you were never deceived. Okay? Hi, thank you very much. You enjoy your day too. Don't feel deceived, because people drive from here to the cities to work. This is County Meath. This is not far from Edinburgh. I've just driven past Edinburgh, which is one of the towns, okay? And people drive from Edinburgh to Dublin every single day. From Edinburgh to Dublin is a little over an hour. Okay, and that is how people live. So when coming to Ireland, try and do your research properly, because I have come across a whole lot of videos of people expressing their disappointments about where they have ended up living and working, and and I just look at them and I laugh, and I'm like, what were you expecting? That a company will be looking for staff and you think that they are asking you to come and work in the city? This is Clonard. So I used to live not far from here. I used to live not very far from here. In fact, it's less than 5 minutes. because times that I've had to take the bus, when my car broke down, I took the bus. If I missed my stop, the next place I would stop at is this town, Clonard. Okay, so most of the places in Ireland are remote places, and I actually prefer them because it's quiet, it's peaceful, it's one of the best places to raise a family. It's one of the best places to raise a family because kids need an environment, a secure and a safe environment to grow and explore nature, to explore their surroundings, not in the big cities whereby they are locked indoors and locked in their apartment, or they are confined to their apartments and cannot have the luxury of playing outside on proper soil. Okay, so these are all places that people get to live in when in Ireland. Some might think that it's a village, it's isolated. No, it's not isolated. The Irish government, or the setup here is that you cannot just get up and build anyhow. Okay, most of these lands you see have been in the families for generations. They've been passed down to generations, and you continue with the family's tradition, you continue with the family's business. If you come from a family of farmers, then the person who decides to take on you know, the who inherits has to kind of continue with that line of what's the name? Yeah, the line of family tradition. Okay, not to just let that die. No, it wouldn't be a good thing. So that is why you still have just a few buildings, or new buildings on farm yards or farmlands surrounded by farms, either crop farming or animal rearing, and most of the time it's animals. You have to continue with the family business, which is very good. It's one of the things I like about the Irish, because these days the new generation, hi Emilia, the new generation tend to be like, oh, I don't want to, I'm not interested in farming. I want to go into tech, or I want to undertake something modern, and forget about family traditions. Well, tough. Even if you have to forget about it, you have to try and continue with it in some way. Okay, so this is the Irish way, and I'm super proud that modernization hasn't killed. Which way am I going? Why am I okay, I'm not going towards Enfield. Mullingar. Yeah, so this is Kinnegad. This place is Kinnegad. Yeah, so this is what proper Ireland look like. The suburbs, not in Dublin, not in I need fuel, not in Dublin or Galway or Sligo or Longford or whatever, but proper Ireland. Kinnegad, for instance, there's a huge African community. Going down to Enfield, which is kind of a big city. Well, not a big city. It's a minor city, but you know, it's compared with a place like Clonard. So Clonard is in between Kinnegad and Enfield. So Clonard is very tiny. Clonard is just like a neighborhood. Enfield is slightly big. There's a huge multicultural presence there. Okay. This road leads to Athlone, Sligo, Westport. Oops, that's the guards. What are they doing parked here? What are they doing parked here? Anyhow. Hey how. Right, so I am an hour away from my destination. So that's an abandoned car. I don't know why people keep doing this. You'll be driving and all of a sudden you see someone leaving their car